Oh, hey. It's like, all right, y'all. So I know I'm doing this a little bit later than I usually do, but y'all, I said I was gonna try to keep it simple, and then I don't realize how much I can actually talk. But it's so much stuff that I'm trying to update people on. Is so hard for me because I love to let people know what is going on. Y'all, it's so much stuff going on. If you read the caption, then you would know that I have updates on the Nelly case. I got update on Janet Jackson. I got update on Birdman being broke. We gonna talk about Chris Bosh, Momma being a thug. We gonna talk about Tavis Smiley dating people at work. Khole Kardashian finally announcing that she having this baby. Papa John basically got fired. Apple been slowing down y'all phone. Yo, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So again, if you are tagged in this video, please go ahead and share this video on your timeline. Go ahead and accept that tag. If you want to be on screen, just be like, hey, Prina, put me on screen. Just make sure you got some good lights and make sure your head is right. Okay? But I will add you on the screen if you want to be my co-host tonight. But of course, y'all know the show got to go on. I got to let y'all know what's going on tonight. I got a full-fledged list. So we are about to go ahead and get right in it. Again, if you want to be on screen and have these conversations with me, whether you just want to make a comment on screen and get off, you can do that. You'll be right here in my corner. If you want to do that, you can. Just let me know in the comments, and I will definitely add you on the camera. But let's go ahead and get into this tea, baby. First of all, I just want to say, how y'all doing? Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Because I don't want y'all to miss this. And if you have any other tea that you want to talk about, feel free to mention that in the comments. And of course, y'all know I love a good conversation. Whether your views are like mine or not, I don't care. But if you want to be on the camera, once again, just let me know in the comments and I will add you. And we about to go ahead and dip in this tea, y'all. Okay, so first of all, now some of this stuff is so much information, but of course, like I always tell y'all, I try to keep it down to just the main information, what I think is the most important information or the most juicy information. Because I mean, if you want to see everything, all you got to do is watch the news. But I'm here so you don't have to sit up there and Google everything. Just watch T-Chat Live and I update you on everything, okay? So first thing we're going to do, and the first thing I have to do, is update y'all on the Nelly case. Now, if you guys remember a few months back, I'm going to just say last month, we did a whole T-Chat Live about Nelly being accused of rape. This girl claimed that Nelly raped her, threw her off his tour bus, and then threw $100 at her and told her to wipe off. Now, this happened right before all the big stuff started happening with Weinstein and all the sexual allegations. Come to find out today, actually happened yesterday. Come to find out, okay, so the girl's name is Monique. A website that I follow for my gossip, Familius, if you guys are familiar with that, actually posted the pictures of this girl, Monique, but apparently their website got taken down. Apparently, Nelly has all the charges of rape have been dropped for Nelly. Now, if you notice, you haven't seen any pictures of this girl. You really haven't even seen any more stories on your timeline about this so-called girl that claimed Nelly raped her. Of course, like I always say, I'm on the victim side. But if you want justice, you want justice. If you want money, you gonna say you want money. But apparently, these charges for Nelly have been dropped because Washington State chose not to move forward after the accuser, this girl, Monique Green, with an E, with 3 E's, she refused to cooperate. She didn't want to cooperate with the police. She didn't want to cooperate with the people who was trying to file a report and help her. And she also did not want to testify or nothing. So, on one end, I can understand if you are a victim, somebody probably whispered in her ear and said, look, you don't want to do this. People are going to threaten your life. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Ain't no telling. Nelly probably could have threatened her life. You know, just because charges are dropped does not necessarily mean you are not guilty. It just means that the person probably didn't want to go through what they know they're going to go through when it comes to accusing a famous person, i.e. like people being blocked in Hollywood. So, the charges against Nelly are being dropped, but here's the thing. Now that the charges are being blocked, now Nelly is going to sue her for defamation, sue her for everything, because he says that she basically dragged his name through the mud. It says, quote, Nelly has suffered very real damages to his reputation, which is true. I mean, he had the Cheerios be singing his music. Like, he probably lost a lot of money. So for her to come forward with these rape charges and then to drop them, and nobody, I mean, it hasn't been reported yet, but nobody even paid her off to drop these charges. She just dropped these charges against Nelly, and now Nelly is going to go in and sue her. So what you think? Do you think that Nelly raped this woman, or do you think that maybe this was somebody that thought she can get some attention and it didn't go too well, so now she's backing out? Me, I'm in between. It could go either way. You never know what people be doing out here in these streets. But I do know that Nelly has been around since I was a freaking kid. And if somebody's going to come up forward about rape or saying you a creep or whatever the case may be, I think we would have heard that 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever the case may be. But we really haven't. So let me know what you think about this situation. Do you think the girl was looking for fame and it wasn't really going in that direction, so she decided to drop the charges? Or do you think that Nelly maybe threatened her and that's why she dropped the charges and she really did get raped? So again, let me know in the comments what you think about this topic. And if you want to be on screen with me, you can be on screen right here in this corner. Just let me know that you want to be added in the comments. All right, next update. Law, get ready. So y'all know Boo is on tour right now, Janet Jackson. Girl been going on tour since she was born, if you ask me. I don't care what Janet doing. I don't care how old or new her music is. Janet Jackson is always on tour. If it ain't in America, it's in all the other countries. She is always on tour, always working. I mean, I remember she stopped her tour so she could have that baby. Baby popped out. Boo, right back on tour. Now, of course, you know, I've been doing updates on Janet Jackson. Even when she announced her baby back when, I had announced it on my radio show about her canceling her concert so she could have this baby. Apparently, her husband that she was married to for 5 years was abusing her. She claims that she was in an abusive relationship for 5 years. Okay, and you still had a baby by him. Abusive relationship for 5 years. And then she was forbidden to see Jermaine Dupri. Now, if y'all remember, she was actually in a 7-year relationship with Jermaine Dupri. And apparently when she got with this dude, Al Wassam, I keep calling him Al Wassam, but Al Wamina, married to Al Mina, or Maina, whatever his name is, apparently when she got in this marriage with him, he forbid her from speaking to Jermaine, associating, even being in the same room with Jermaine Dupri. So apparently now that they are officially divorced, her and Jermaine Dupri are getting back together. A source close to them says, and I quote, they are picking up right where they left off. A source tells, this is according to Ebony magazine. So this Ebony, y'all, I don't get nothing off of them bad sites that don't know what the heck they talking about. So these are people who really, this is why I say famous people friends really do be snitching on them and telling their business on a low key so they can stay in the news and stay relevant. So somebody close to Janet Jackson and Jermaine Dupri says that they are 100% back together. So definitely you will be seeing, I wouldn't doubt if you would see holiday videos or whatever the case may be from Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson. But we all know a few weeks ago I also said that I don't even know if I reported this, but Janet Jackson has also been going through a mini feud with her ex-husband about where their baby is going to spend the holidays. Now, Almina wants to have the baby over there in his country for the holidays because he wants to celebrate, you know, Christmas, the holidays, not necessarily Christmas, but we all know that Janet Jackson and the Jacksons are they don't celebrate Christmas. They are Jehovah's Witnesses, so they don't really celebrate Christmas. But there's been this back and forth with them with that. So we shall see. Good luck to Janet Jackson and Jermaine Dupri. I don't know what she's seeing him, but good luck with that. But they are back together. Of course, she has her son, Issa, who is 11 months years old. Well, that ain't even years. 11 months old right now. All right, so now let's go into a little bit of TTT a lot of people don't know about. Okay, so over the last few months, you've probably been hearing the whole thing with so the owner or creator of Cash Money Records is in debt, like a $21 to $12 million, somewhere $1 million in debt, and apparently he mismanaged money, and you know the whole record label was just shot. I don't know how, and Nicki Minaj still out here cashing checks and got plenty of money. So there's this ongoing beef. Before the beef, there's actually been issues with Birdman not paying Lil Wayne his money. And that's been a whole issue. And Lil Wayne just like, okay, where my money, where my money, where my money? Y'all got to remember now, this record label has signed a lot of people in the beginning. And I always say, watch when you sign up for these contracts, because these people sign these contracts under these record labels and they don't read the small print. Then they didn't block you from ever dropping any label ever, because if you do drop a label, drop a song or whatever the case may be, or album while you under them without their permission, they could straight up take all your money for it. I mean, that's why we ain't heard nothing from Lil Bow Wow. Y'all remember Lil Bow Wow was geek that he signed with Cash Money Records? Listen, I'm going to have to see some public information, see where y'all managing y'all money before I decide that I'm going to sign with y'all. He still ain't paid Birdman. He not paying none of the other artists that's under his label. He not even promoting. So, listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Rick Ross. Y'all know Rick Ross, the boss, used to be a security guard. Rick Ross is a big boss down up in Miami. He say, oh, Birdman then moved to Miami. He took out a loan for $12 million and bought 2 mansions. It is public record now that he has defaulted on these loans. I don't even know why he took out the loans. He didn't defaulted on these loans. Apparently he ain't got no money. And saying he broke, he posted a video on his Snapchat talking about Birdman is broke. Birdman ain't had no money in about 6 years, which I kind of find that hard to believe because Nicki Minaj been out for about 8 or 9 years. So, 1, 2, if she was making money, you was making money. How you handle it is a whole nother story. But I don't see how he's broke or been broke for 6 years. So again, Rick Ross is claiming that he's broke, and he even low-key been throwing jabs at him at a few of his singles. If you know about the single Idols Become Rivals, or his latest album Rather You Than Me, he's been publicly humiliating Birdman, aka Brian Williams, the 48-year-old man. Apparently he's claiming that Birdman is only with Toni Braxton for her money, And Toni Braxton better watch out, because Birdman ain't about to do nothing but ruin her freaking life. He broke about to marry Toni Braxton. Exactly. So these are the reports that he is broke. But apparently, according to the most recent Forbes list, now you know Forbes list, it kind of classifies all rich people. According to this Forbes list, what did it say? Of wealthiest hip-hop artists, due to his business ventures, whichever those are, because last time I looked, Ricky Ross, the one who owned Wingstops, I ain't never heard Birdman buying nothing, but apparently he has business ventures. According to his recent business ventures, Forbes list claims that Birdman actually has $110 million this year alone, his net worth. And we all know net worth may not always be the actual money that you have in your pocket, but they saying that his assets and the stuff he owns is actually, right, he don't even like women, exactly. And you get with Toni Braxton, Liz, she got a TV show, you ain't even got a reality show. I think I wouldn't doubt if the Braxtons came back with a season, or maybe even Toni got her own break-off season, and I don't know, started having Birdman on there. Now he a reality show dude too, and he catching the checks. Ain't no telling with these people nowadays. These celebrities create their own storylines, and the stuff is just crazy. Who knows? They just want to be on TV. They used to having a certain amount of money, and they don't want to lose that money. So let me know what y'all think. Do you think that Birdman is actually broke? Or maybe he just don't want to pay people, because people like that exist. It's called being stingy. Or is he really broke and putting on the front, and he actually with Toni Braxton for her money? Do you really think Toni Braxton is like with him, and he ain't got no, like, I don't know. I mean, they could be just helping each other out. Because if you're a Toni Braxton fan, or if you're a Birdman fan, I can't really even know why people even be a fan of Birdman. He been weird for about 6 years, but I don't know. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. Is Birdman using Toni Braxton for that bread, or is Birdman broke, or he just stingy? Let me know again in the comments. Let me know what you think. Guys, have this conversation with me, because I think I'm on the fence. I'm in between, because Forbes usually does their research, and they're saying he's worth $110 million, but actually public records say that he has defaulted on these loans. And you know, when you default on a loan, people know. Like, everybody know. Again, if you guys want to engage and want to be on this side of my screen, just let me know, and I'll let you pull you in. So that's the tea on that part. Now let's move on to this next topic. And this is the most craziest story, y'all. I don't even know, like, people really ain't been posting about this, but I've been like low-key keeping up with this topic. Okay, so y'all know who Chris Bosh is, right? Okay, Chris Bosh, apparently his mama is a freaking thug, mafia, gangsta, old woman, okay? Right, she made him remove his tattoos from his face. Yes, Birdman did remove the tattoos from his face for Toni Braxton, but honey, listen, if you're broke, you're going to do whatever you need to do to keep the money. And plus, you 48. It's time to do something about that face, bruh. What's good, Bree? It's been a minute. Hey, Paul, what's going on? Yes, it's been a minute. It's been like 7 years, 8 years. He is a gold digger, period. And Toni already went broke in the past. Right. Toni Braxton already been broke. She done already filed for bankruptcy. She done been through the debt thing. And now you going through the debt thing. And now y'all think y'all about to help each other? Nah, bruh. Nah. It ain't working. Y'all about to be two broke people together. Y'all might as well settle in a nice house in Georgia somewhere, because y'all know that's where you could buy a mansion for like $1,000 a month. Y'all might as well settle down in a cheap house in Georgia and try to get some reality show and kind of clear up them debts. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Okay, so like I was saying, Chris Bosh. If y'all know who Chris Bosh is, he is a basketball player. Apparently his mama, y'all probably didn't know too much about this story, but a few weeks ago, his mama was actually a person of interest in an alleged Texas drug operation. First of all, why your mama touching drugs and you got money, Chris Bosh? Something ain't right. Now, everybody know when you get famous and you get that money, you take care of your mama. She gave birth to you. I mean, first of all, why is your mama even messing around with a Texas drug ring? So apparently she was, under suspicion of being part of this drug ring. TMZ, she actually sent a video to TMZ saying that she ain't got nothing to do with it. She trying to deny it or whoop-de-whoop-whoop. A lie. Who gonna admit it? Nobody. Nobody's gonna admit it. So apparently yesterday, law enforcement officers have confirmed that Frida, that's his mama name, Frida, associates, she been using a crippled man named Jonathan Brown to run a drug ring, and she allowed this to occur as a means of obtaining free drugs and marijuana from the little crippled dude. Now, while also allowing narcotics and marijuana to be distributed from this location. In so many words, Chris Bosh mama been having and running a drug ring of narcotics and marijuana out of her house in Texas, and she been using a paralyzed, paraplegic, a cripple, or whatever is the proper word you want to use for it. She been using a disabled man to help her sell these drugs. Yo. Why is your mother out here hustling and you play basketball? I don't know. That just sounds weird to me. And apparently it has been confirmed that his mama has been using the paralyzed man disability check just to pay her rent. Why you ain't buy your mama a house? Why your mama paying rent? Why she gotta use somebody's disability check? Chris Bosh, get your mama together. And Chris Bosh mama, Frida, stop trying to be a thug out here. For real. Stop being a thug out here, Frida, okay? Alright, now moving on. Now this is what I wanted to get to right here. Before I get into the other thing, I gotta get right into this. Okay, so y'all remember a few weeks ago on T-Chat Live, we actually talked about Papa John CEO. Alright, so the Papa John CEO is officially going to step down, basically trying to distance himself from the company. They making him step down because, once a company get that big, even if you are the owner or the person who started the company, when you start getting that big, you basically are on a board, or you have a whole team of people that is over your company, and they're making him step down. And the COO, named Steve Ritchie, who was actually a guy who started working at Papa John's years ago when he was making $6 an hour, is now, right, Gaia, clearly Chris Bosh hate his mama, because Exactly. My exact thoughts. Okay. So, the dude that y'all see on the pizza commercials, he got to step down. He's done with. He basically not about to be. They say they don't know if he gonna still be the spokesman, but all this is because he had all this to say about he's had all this to say about the NFL players kneeling. He tried to blame the NFL players for the reason why his company had lost $70 million. He basically tried to blame all his money lost on the football players kneeling because he sponsors the NFL, instead of maybe the simple fact that your pizza is nasty. So now he's going to have to step down, and it's all because of the NFL protest. Now, people want to sit up here and act like, oh, y'all protesting for the NFL ain't going to do nothing. That's a big something if you ask me, because you made comments about the NFL. I mean, he should have knew things was going wrong when he was on Twitter telling the Nazis not to buy his pizza. Now you got the Nazis mad at you. Now you got black people mad at you. Bruh, you out here losing. You just taking L's left and right. So he might as well go ahead and step down. That CEO of Papa John's, you're out of here, bruh. So let me know what you think about him stepping down? Is it gonna change whether or not you want to still buy their pizza? Did you like their pizza in the first place? Him stepping down, is that going to affect anything? If you are a Papa John's person, is that going to affect anything? Of course, when the people came forward and said that they was having him step down, they claimed that they're trying to be like Domino's and they want to change the way things are working at Papa John's, and that's the real reason why they asked him to step down. But we know the truth. Yes, we know the truth. All right, so next thing I want to go ahead and slide through with the slide through. We're going to talk a little bit about Khole Kardashian. So this is an update with Khole Kardashian. We talked about this on Teach Chat Live. If you guys keep up with Teach Chat Live, you know last month or so, we talked about a few more stuff, guys. I'm almost done. We talked about Khole Kardashian and Kylie and Kim, baby on the side. You know, her baby being born by somebody else. We talked about them having a baby. So apparently Khole Kardashian has her and Tristen officially put out full statements on their Instagram accounts talking about how happy they are. It's the greatest gift. And of course, people already in the comments with the shade. All of a sudden, Khole Kardashian, you pregnant by Tristen, but all this time you was barren. I guess you ain't barren for Tristen. And then people are saying that Tristen never took care of his first child. So I guess because it's Khole Kardashian, now you want to take care of your first child. Don't take care of your first child, but you want to take care of Khole Kardashian's child. Now, they both was all online doing these gushy letters. Oh, I love you, and oh, I'm so happy to go on this journey with you. Congrats. I'm glad Khole finally got a baby, but again, people are also saying that it looked fake. Her belly looked fake. They don't believe that she's pregnant. It's a little bit too shiny, a little bit too, firm for her to be pregnant. Just like they did with Beyonce, people do not actually believe that Khole Kardashian is pregnant, and they think it is a lie. So let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, of course, I know people kind of sometimes get tired of the whole stories about Khole and Kim and all them. But y'all, this time next year, they all gonna be at the Thanksgiving table, at the Christmas table, all with babies. Okay? Oh no, I got some more. I got like 2 more topics, Gaia, and you definitely want to stay here for these 2 topics because it's deep. It's deep. Okay? Hold up, guys. Hold up. So, in front of the door. Sorry, y'all. I got people messaging me, and I got the all right, last 2 topics, y'all. Y'all want to be here for this. He was caught in the car. What? Black folks. He was caught doing something in the car with another chick. Who? Listen. Don't give me no more tea because y'all already know that I will go in on some more tea. Now, this is for my Apple users. And y'all know I'm mad because I just got my first Apple phone like this summer. And now I'm like, I should have stayed with my Samsung. So apparently, it has been a tech legend. People who have iPhones have been saying this for years. They have been saying that Apple has been purposely slowing down all their old phones. Every time they do an update, every time a new phone come out, they've been slowing down all the old phones, trying to get people to buy their new phone. They have a freaking new phone come out every year, okay? With this new tax thing going through, ain't nobody got time to be buying a new Apple phone, okay? Y'all getting y'all tax breaks because y'all stuff overseas. I'm going to need y'all to cut it out. So apparently, a man right now is suing Apple. Apple actually came out, y'all, and yeah, exactly. Apple actually came out, y'all, and admitted, okay? Apple has admitted to purposely slowing down. Yep, I know. I read that, Gaia. I read that. Ain't no telling. Don't nobody care. They just trying to have baby by basketball players. That part. Anyway, you bearing all this time, but yeah, you on to the next basketball player, and now you pregnant. Listen, I told you. I've said this plenty times before, Gaia. The Kardashians will be an African American family by the year 2020. Well, that's in 3 years. By the year 2040, 2050, the Kardashian family will be an African American family. Same and simple. I said it. You're going to remember I said it. You're going to say, oh, 30 years ago, Deprina said this. Look. The Kim Kardashians is an African American family. Trust and believe it. I said what I said. But Apple has officially announced that, yep, we do be slowing down your phones every time we get a new update. Because basically they want y'all to buy a new phone. So this man in California is going to be putting a lawsuit against them, and he's trying to sue them for money because he's like, this is not right. But they're claiming that the only reason why they do that is because some bull crap with a battery. Look, Samsung ain't doing it. Why you doing it? So, yes, if you notice that your phone, some of those people, especially the people who got iPhone 4, iPhone 5, 6, and me with my iPhone 7 Plus, which I just got, every time Apple comes with a new update, I just got a new Apple, see? Just got a news update alert again on my phone. Apple slowing down y'all phones, y'all. Plain and simple. So a lot of people right now are saying that they are going to cancel their Apple phones when their contract is up. They're saying they're going to move to the Samsung 8. Look, how y'all feel? Is this going to stop y'all from using your iPhone? Or are you going to go ahead and move on to the Samsung? I mean, they just admitted that they purposely slowing down your phone just so they can have an update. So let me know what you think in the comments. Or are you just going to be a ride or die Apple fan with a jacked up phone that's going to shut off? Because that's what they're saying. That it basically make your phone randomly shut off when it's not supposed to. And trust and believe, it's Apple doing that. Not you. Not because you left your phone on a charger too long. It's Apple doing it. This is how they stay rich, you guys. This is how they stay rich. Okay. So, last two stories. Y'all know Roland Martin's show went off the air today. Today was the last day for News One Now. I feel some type of way about this because I love me some Roland Martin. If you really, really think about it, Roland Martin was the only one that was on TV letting us folks know what was going on in the political world. So in a way that we can understand it, he was the only one who used to be having pastors on his show, giving a voice to those people that can't get a voice on ABC and NBC national news. The only people we can really look up to right now is CBS. CBS is the only other company I know that has a little bit of diversity. But at this point, even News One is the only one who ain't had nobody get fired over sexual allegations. So I feel some type of way about Roland Martin's show going off the air. But he has high hopes, and he's saying, you know, people got to move on. Nothing lasts forever. Even a woman who was the associate producer of his show, she said that she learned so much just from being on the show that she would have thought she would have never learned from other shows. So, good luck to Roland Martin and his show. And I'm hoping that we can see Roland Martin back on TV in some other medium. And it's just, I mean, you can always catch Roland Martin on his Facebook Live, his radio show, kind of to keep up with the politics. Now, while we going into media, y'all, this is my closing. This is my closing. Let me tell y'all about this fool. And I'm going to say fool because for you to make this statement with a straight face and only go to Fox is fool mentality in my opinion. Now I love my black media personalities, but I'm gonna call you out when I call you out. Y'all see my notes. Tavis Smiley. Now, if y'all know, recently Tavis Smiley has had a television show on PBS for a while. I wish I could throw a meme up here that say, "We was rooting for you." We was rooting for you. Now, a lot of people already feel some type of way, and I say a lot of people, I mean a lot of my tea people, because I'm in a lot of tea groups. I follow a lot of tea blogs. So a lot of my tea people feel some type of way about Tavis Smiley. If you don't know, Tavis Smiley was very, 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 very vocal and critical of Obama when he was in office. For the 8 years he was in office, he used his platform on PBS to basically go in on Obama and everything Obama did. But now that Donald Trump is in the White House, Tavis Smiley is completely silent. Silent. He ain't said nothing. He ain't said nothing about all the crazy stuff Trump doing. He ain't been going in on Trump, but you went in on your brother man with no problem. That's fine, Tavis. So let me tell you what Tavis Smiley said, and I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. And y'all know I will be back on Sunday with the more tea. So Tavis Smiley is claiming that these sexual allegations that he got is because he had relationships with people at job. He claims that he ain't got no other way to find a date, no other way to date nobody, no other way to find nobody in the world to get with but at his job. And over the last few years that he's been working at PBS, he's basically, in so many words, he been dating people at work. And that's why recently these investigations is getting him in trouble. He said, where else I'm supposed to find a date but at work? First of all, listen, people. Make it your personal policy not to fraternize at work. Yes, we be at work all day. Yes, you see these people every single day. They might have been ugly on your first day at work, and now all of a sudden they find and you in love with them. Okay, fine. We got it in this casino life. You got it in plant life. You know, people like to call people their right. He loved Trumpy girl. You got it in your media life. A lot of people know that a lot of media companies. If you guys remember the woman who got shot on camera, the reporter who got shot on camera last year, she actually was married to an associate producer, and the guy that was reporting the story who also got shot, he was married to somebody else at the station. So these small stations, they all be married with each other, people at news stations, because they feel like only a media person can be with a media person and really understand that depth of it, which is fine. But Tavis, you could have went down the street. I mean, you could have went down the street and got with somebody who worked at the local CBS station. You could have got with somebody who dated somebody at the local Fox station, since, you know, you want to run on Fox, and that's the first place you go to try to defend yourself. Bruh. No. So, you know, I'm all here for having people, or black people on media, but bruh, you could have definitely, there's no way in the world you've been working your whole life and you thought it was okay to date somebody at your job. At the end of the day, you are a leader. At the end of the day, you are somebody that's top. That's like me going to work for the Today Show and trying to date Michael Strahan. How I look? How we look? How that look? No, you don't do that, because that person, Tavis Smiley, could have some influence on your job. You don't know if that person is dating with you because they think they're going to get some type of advancement at their job. You don't know if that person is dating you, or the production assistant or an intern is dating you because they think it's going to better their career. Believe it or not, people in TV, like famous people on TV, are not the only ones that think that they can have relationships to better their career. People in media think that they can have these relationships with people and it's going to better their career too. Trust and believe. That's what they think. Let me get my makeup girl coming here. My face shining. Look at my makeup girl. My face shining, y'all. Makeup girl got to come in here. Thank you, makeup girl. Anyway, so to keep it moving along, what do you guys think? Do you believe that you would date somebody at your job because you think, oh, I work 40, 50 hours a day, it's nothing else I can do? Or do you think maybe you should just go to the plant next door, or maybe go to the news outlet next door, or the media outlet next door, if you think that you can't date anybody but media people? I just never understood the concept of dating somebody that you work with. Okay, because when y'all break up, now you still got to go to work every day and look at this person. You know, you gonna have somebody gonna have some type of animosity, and you ain't gonna want to be going to work. Plain and simple. So again, let me know what you think in the comments. Are you about that fraternizing life or no? Like, what's the deal? Again, if you are watching this, go ahead and share this again on your timeline for me one more time. This is T-Chat Live. Follow the hashtag. Go ahead and click right on that hashtag, and you can follow all the old episodes, so you can kind of be like, oh, what was she talking about? Oh, I remember she said this. You go ahead and click that hashtag and catch up with all the other T-Chat Lives. If you guys know, I do this twice a week. Once on Thursday, sometime between 7 and 9, and then once on Sunday. All right, so this is my chance to let you know on a lot of updates of stuff going on in the news, entertainment news. Maybe you ain't got time to catch up with it, but baby, I got time today to keep up with the tea for you. Okay, all right, so let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you want to talk about next time. And again, make sure you follow me, like this, add me as a friend, and if you want to join my T-Chat Live, let me know. You can be my co-host right over there, and I get irritated too easy. Exactly. Gaia says, I never love messing with Bae while I'm at work, and I get irritated too easy. No, I ain't got time to be messing with people at work. Just like you learn your lesson when you try to date people in high school. Like, you don't want to need nobody all up in your business like that. Oh, she dated him. Oh, she dated that. I mean, do y'all watch Degrassi? Like, no, just don't. Just don't. Plain and simple. Anyway, and that is how plant life be. End up with a whole bunch of plant babies when you got a wife at home. Houseway, homie, houseway. Anyway, again, let me know what you think in the comments. Go ahead and share this, retweet this, reshare this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Honest opinions only. My opinion is not the only opinion that matters, because your opinion matters too. But y'all know, like buttholes, we all got them. Anyway, make sure y'all follow that T-Chat Live page. I just want to thank everybody who comments. Shout out to Gaia. Shout out to my cousin. I see you. Oh, so hypnotic. Michelle. Everybody that's watching. Shara, thank you for sharing this video. And again, I will be back on Sunday about 7:30 with more tea, y'all, because stuff be happening every day. Every day. I got dinner in the oven, so I got to go, and I will holler at y'all. Deuces. Oh, I gotta stop saying deuces. This is my new outro. Oh, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel and put them links in the comment too. Now, this is my new outro. All right, thanks for watching T-Chat Live, and I'm out. I still gotta say deuces though. Holla, y'all. Deuces.